Good morning, everybody. Dr. Misty Kosciuszko, New Horizon Chiropractic and Wellness. I'm out here with my family on a nice sunny November day, playing out in the backyard. And it kind of made me think of vitamin D and the importance of vitamin D. So vitamin D is something that's a little bit difficult to get in your diet, especially if you are, you have a vegan diet or vegetarian. Vitamin D mostly is going to be found in dairy products and some fish products and fortified within milk and juices. So other than that, the main way that we get vitamin D is through the sun. And so sun exposure on our skin without the risk of skin cancer and damage to our skin. We really want to think about how we can get the most optimum amount of vitamin D without risking other health benefits. So the best way to get vitamin D is, again, through the sun, but there's ways that you can do it that's safe. So if you want to do the sun is strongest right between 12 and 2, okay? That's going to be the most beneficial time. You really only need about 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to get more vitamin D if you're laying down because you're going to get more surface area exposed to the sun. But if you are standing up and you're just getting your hands and feet, you need a little bit longer. Unfortunately, can't use sunscreen. So in the days where it's the winter time in the fall and there's not as much sun and not opportunity to get out in the sun, we want to think about how we can either get it in our diet or supplement. Now, the recommended dietary intake is only 400 international units per day. That's most people don't know, but that's mostly just enough to prevent deficiency. Okay, and vitamin D deficiency can show up in either adults or children. Children, it shows up as rickets, which is actually bowing of the bones. Remember, vitamin D is really important to help absorb calcium, which is important for our bones and our heart. Those are the biggest things. And it also can show up as osteopenia or osteomalacia in adults. It can show up as weakness, fatigue, pain, depression. There's many symptoms, and these things are more common. Think about seasonal depression, not always linked to vitamin D or anything, but that's a contributing factor. So you want to make sure that at the minimum you're getting 400 international units, that's IUs per day. And if you look on your nutrition facts on the food that you buy, you'll be able to see that and see. Read the nutrition facts saying, okay, how much is this product providing me of vitamin D per day? And it'll give you the percentage on how much it's providing you. So again, you need that 400 IUs just to prevent deficiency. Now, if you spend some time out in the sun, really, if you are, if you're sunbathing, you really can have about 15-20 minutes, and your body will actually produce enough vitamin D to last a few days to a week. It'll produce, if you're sunbathing for, say, a half hour, it's going to be a little bit more if you're in places closer to the equator, but your body is going to at least produce a decent amount of vitamin D. And again, you're going to be able to hold on to that vitamin D. Vitamin D is it's called a fat-soluble vitamin. So what's actually going to happen is your body's going to store that vitamin longer. You're going to be able to store that vitamin in your fat cells and in your liver cells. So you don't have to intake as much of it, but your body will be able to hold on to it longer. You have fat soluble and water soluble vitamins. Again, being outside is a great way to, go for a walk, 15-20 minutes, couple times a week. It's a great way to get your heart rate up, boost your mood, boost depression. My kids, I try and get them out here at least, running around in the yard 15-20 minutes, half hour a day at minimum, to get some of that vitamin D, especially now that it's getting a little bit less sunlight. So What I would recommend for the regular allowance for vitamin D would be, at the minimum, just for maintenance, is 2,000 IUs per day. So if you're not getting that through diet and fortified vitamins and sunlight, you need to be intaking that with a dietary supplement. Okay, and again, that's 2,000 IUs a day. You want vitamin D3, cholecalciferol. And you know, your body, it's very important when you are thinking about getting vitamin D from the sun that there's nothing else that might be playing on the development of that vitamin D, because you need your liver as well as your kidneys to engage some of the enzymes and the cholesterol that's made for that the vitamin is made from. So again, if you're not quite sure, you're not somebody who gets outside a lot, do think about doing a supplement in your diet to get enough vitamin D. And you also want to remember, with vitamin D, obviously, you're thinking about your calcium intake. You need vitamin D to intake that calcium and absorb that calcium properly. So if you are somebody who has osteoporosis already, or you have a child with currently diagnosed rickets, that's something that you are going to want to consider. It's not just the calcium, it's also the vitamin D that you want to intake. So just a little blurb there on vitamin D. I hope that helps you out this fall and winter. Stay healthy and stay warm, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Dr. Misty Kosciuszko, New Horizon Chiropractic and Wellness.